I thought I'd record a little postnatal core workout. So this will be suitable if you're about a couple of months postpartum, feeling okay in yourself, and just ready to start slowly regaining a little bit of strength. So all you need is a mat, maybe a kind of full of blocks to help with your posture, and that's about it really. Just using our body and no props for strength training. And then if you've got baby, feel free to pop them on the mat. We'll see how this goes with Lupo, who is 11 weeks old. So we'll just start by placing our feet sitting bone distance apart, spreading the toes into the mat, and then just gently shifting your weight forward and back a few times, just to check where your center of gravity is lying. So when we carry a baby, and then afterwards, so in our bum, and then when we carry a baby against our bodies, we tend to take a lot of our weight in our heels, and that just shifts your whole posture, your whole alignment, and then has an impact on how you're feeling, what your muscles are doing, etc. So now coming to a position where you feel your weight is equally distributed across the front and back of the feet. And then we're going to lift all 10 toes and then place them back down. See if you can really spread them out as far from each other as possible into the mat. And again, lifting all 10 toes and spreading them out. Now you're going to gently draw the toes back towards the heels, feeling your arches engage and maybe nearly cramp a little bit, hopefully not cramp, and then relaxing the feet. And again, drawing the toes back towards the heels and relaxing the feet. Drawing the toes back towards the heels and holding it here for a beat, just checking what's happening. And then we're going to relax the feet, but try and keep the position where your arches are lifted and engaged so that you're not collapsing either inwards or on the outside of the feet. And then from here, dropping the shoulders, nestling your neck into your head into an imaginary pillow, so drawing your chin ever so slightly in, and we'll just start by breathing. So just noticing what happens as you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. And again, breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, trying to keep everything as relaxed as possible, checking your jaw is relaxed, your hip flex is relaxed, you're not squeezing your glutes. And now placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, and just checking what happens again as you breathe. Does your belly grow or does your chest lift? Now we're going to bring the hands on the outer edges of the rib cage, and what we're looking for is an expansion of the rib cage, a 360 expansion, so front, back, and sides into the hands. So as you inhale, see if you can really grow the rib cage into the hands. And then as you exhale, feeling those ribs drawing closer together. And again, inhaling into the hands. Exhaling, feeling the ribs drawing closer together. We'll do the same, but starting with some, carrying on with some pelvic floor engagement. So inhaling into the hands, fully relaxing your muscles, as if you're breathing down into the end of the torso, down into the pelvic floor. So big inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lift through the muscles of the pelvic floor, so front and back, as if you're trying to stop yourself from going for a wee or passing gas. So squeezing those muscles. And then when you get to your maximum contraction, drawing the whole belly back. So not just the belly button, the whole belly. And then inhale and relax. Exhale and engage. So lifting from the bottom up. And inhale and relax. Exhale and engage. So try and carry on with that breath as you roll the shoulders back. And then taking the hands with you, big arm rolls, hands wider than the shoulders. And then taking the feet a little bit wider, softening the knees, we're just going to flip-flop the arms from side to side, taking up as much room as you've got around you, starting to get the head involved, so following the hands with the gaze. And then slowly bringing everything back in. Bringing the feet back under their sitting bones, finding that centered position, softening the knees. As we inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis back. And then as you exhale, just using your stomach muscles without engaging the glutes. See if you can draw your lower belly back as you tilt your pelvis under. And again, inhale back and exhale in. 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 Adding the arms as you inhale, squeezing those elbows back. Exhale forward, dropping the shoulders, dropping the head. Inhale back and exhale forward. Inhale back and exhale forward. And inhale back and exhale forwards. One more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Staying here for a beat. Interlacing the fingers, drawing them away from you. Dropping the shoulders, dropping the head. Big breath into your upper back. And again, big breath into the upper back. So inhaling, feeling the ribcage expand. Exhaling, lifting up through the muscles of the pelvic floor and then drawing the belly back. One more like this. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then inhaling, lifting the arms up. Exhaling, we're going to dive forward. So without letting your weight shift back into the heel, so you don't want your bum to go back. Imagine there's a big barrel over you and you're going to dive over it. So diving forward, maybe wiggling your fingers if you've got a little one in front of you because they quite like that. And then when you get to your forward fold, just bending and straightening opposite legs, grabbing hold of opposite elbows and giving a gentle rock from side to side. And then from here, coming onto all fours. And then on all fours, hello, we're just going to do a couple of cap stretches. So that is the stretch where you dome your upper back. So taking a breath in. And as you exhale again, using your stomach muscles, you're going to lift the belly towards the spine, tuck your pelvis under, relaxing the head, pushing out in between the shoulder blades. Then inhale back to a neutral spine. Exhale, repeating the same movement. Inhale back to a neutral spine. And then from here, we're going to gently start extending legs. So we're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to slide the right leg out from under us, leading with the big toe. So imagining you're balancing something on your lower back. No wiggling, no wobbling. So exhale, lengthen, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, bringing the knee in. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, bringing the knee in. So really keeping the hips totally squared on the mat here. Your gaze between the hands. So feel free to shuffle yourself forward so that the baby's eyes are right under yours. So you're keeping your neck nice and long. So exhale as you straighten the legs. Yeah. And inhale as you bring the knee in. And carry on the other side. If this is feeling really comfortable, you can start lifting the legs. So keep squeezing the glutes, making sure that once your leg is straight, your hip isn't opening to the side, okay? And you want to keep the straight leg lower than your bum. As soon as it goes higher than the bum, you're going to be arching your back. So straightening the leg, and then inhale, bringing that knee in. Exhale, other side. And try and make sure there's no rocking of the hips here. So be a bit honest with yourself. If you feel like you're shifting your weight heavily from side to side, rocking your hips, then go back to the lower leg. If this is too much on your wrists, try and really spreading the fingers into the mat and bringing the weight into your fingers. If this is still too much, just come down onto your forearms. So inhale, knee in, exhale, slide opposite leg. So let's do a couple more of these on each side. Yeah. This is a good one, isn't it? Let's do one more. And then we're going to get the arms involved. So keeping the knees where they are, we're going to slide, we're going to lead with the little fingers rather than with the index fingers. And that will allow these muscles, the serratus muscles, to engage rather than you leading with the shoulder. So I'm just going to turn to face the screen to start with. So you're going to take a breath in. And then as you exhale, leading with the right pinky. So as you exhale, you're going to start to feel that lift of the belly towards the ceiling as you allow the pinky to lead the way. Straightening the arm, bringing it in line with the shoulder. Inhale, bringing it in. And then exhale, other side. And inhale, bringing it in. Exhale, right. Inhale in. And exhale, left. Inhale in. If you feel like this is too much for your shoulder or your body is really swaying from side to side, keep everything nice and low. So exhale, right. Inhale in. And exhale, left. Inhale in, the gaze stays between the hands. So once you've got this from looking at the screen, just trust that you're doing it right and just really try and feel what you're doing. Okay. Let's do a few more on each side. So exhale right, inhale in, and exhale left. Inhale in. If this is enough, just carry on as you are. If you want to combine the two, we'll go with leg and arms opposite legs and opposite arms. So taking a breath in and exhale, sliding the right leg out, left arm out, keeping everything super low to start with. Inhale, bringing it in, and exhale, opposite side. Inhale, bringing it in, and exhale, switch. Inhale, bringing it in, and exhale, switch. And inhale, bringing it in. The progression is to lift everything up so that everything is at the same height. And really think about, with the resting hand, just lift out of that shoulder so you're not collapsing into the shoulder. You don't want to be in this situation here. You want to be really tall and strong and secure here. Let's do one more on each side. You might be taking a break already, which is totally fine. And then we're just going to stretch out our fingers and our arms. So just walking the hands into the mat until you end up with the fingertips facing you. And then from here, we're just going to very, very gently shift our weight back. And then flipping the palms, very gently shifting your weight back again. And then flipping the palms again. So your fingertips are facing you, and we're just going to walk the hands back to the starting all fours position. And then we're going to go into some side spine twist. So we're going to inhale, reaching up with the right arm, and then exhale, sweeping it under the left. And then again, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sweep. And inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sweep. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, sweep. Switching sides. Inhale, reaching up, left arm, exhale, sweep, under the right. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sweep. And inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sweep. Last one. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sweep. Coming back to all fours, walking the hands forwards, but without allowing the you're not dropping into the shoulders here. So you're gently walking the hands forwards, and then sitting the hips back towards the heels to find a nice stretch in your chest. Feel free to have the hands slightly wider than the shoulders. And then coming to sit all the way back on the heels, taking the big toes together, knees wide, to go into a slightly more relaxed but still quite active child's pose. And breathing into the lower back. So as you inhale, feeling the lower back expand. Exhale, feeling those ribs drawing closer together. And then we're going to walk the hands all the way over to one side. All the way over to the right as you shift your left hip down into your left heel. And then all the way over to the left as you shift your right hip down into your right heel. And then coming back through center, tucking your toes under. And coming to sit on your heels. And we're just going to rock forward and back a few times just to get into the feet a little bit more. And then we're going to go into a little transition from three-quarter plank to child's pose, nice and active. So let's stay with the toes tucked under. Walking your hands forward into a three-quarter plank. So in your three-quarter plank, you want your shoulders over your wrists, hands that are really spread out into the mat. Your glutes, so your bum muscles are squeezed, are engaged, and your shoulders are open. Your neck is long, and your gaze is still between the hands. And we're going to take a breath in here. Exhale, lifting the belly towards the spine. Keep squeezing those glutes. And then inhale, sitting back in child's pose. And then exhale, coming forwards in three-quarter plank. Inhale, sitting back. And exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, sitting back. And exhale, coming forwards. As you inhale and sit back, think about relaxing your pelvic floor muscles. And as you sit back, just imagining your sitting bones just opening out. And then as you exhale and you come forwards into your plank, the sitting bones come closer together and your pelvic floor engages. So exhale, coming forwards into your three-quarter back plank. Inhale, reaching back. And exhale forwards. Let's do two more. Inhale back. And exhale forwards. Last one. Inhale back. And exhale forwards. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. So keep squeezing those glutes, lengthening the neck. And if you want a little bit more, you can Straighten one leg, bringing the knee down, another leg, without allowing the hips to rock from side to side. Keep breathing. Let's just stay here for one more breath. And then knees wide, sitting back in child's pose again for a beat. Taking a breath in here, and as you exhale, you're going to gently roll the spine back up, one vertebra at a time. So you come to leaning and just rolling those wrists out. And this is the last exercise we're doing on our wrists. Tucking the toes under. We're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're just going to sit up. So we're going to think about pushing the hips forwards, head up. So exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale, really squeezing your inner thighs. Inhale down and exhale. Inhale down and exhale up, and let's add some arms. Inhale down and exhale up. 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 And then from here, adding, you can carry on as you are, or if you want a little bit more or something a bit different, we're going to add a different element. It's a bit of an opening and a twist. So this time, as we inhale down, we're going to reach the right hand back towards the right heel and looking over that right shoulder without quite sitting down. And then exhale up and inhale down and exhale up. So inhale down and exhale up. 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 One more time on each side. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And then circling the wrists all the way down. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back, opening the shoulders first so that there's no crease here. Okay. Shoulders are nice and open. Hands are interlaced. We're just going to do little pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. Yeah. And then we're going to come to lying on our backs. So front side lying onto your back with your feet sitting bone distance apart, knees are bent, taking a moment to find your neutral spine position. So you want your hip bones and sitting bone to be on the same plane. Head is, neck is long, chin is slightly tucked in. We're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to sink the belly towards the mat so that your lower back comes fully into contact with the mat. And then inhale back to neutral. So exhale, sinking the back into the mat, inhale back to neutral. Exhale, sinking the back into the mat, inhale back to neutral. Let's do this one more time. Exhale, sink, inhale back to neutral, bringing the arms up. Breath in. Exhale, lowering the right arm back towards your right ear, but without allowing the chest to lift. So as you exhale and lower, keep drawing that rib cage in. You can use your left hand to watch what those ribs are doing. And then inhale, bringing that hand up. Exhale, other side. Inhale up. Exhale, right arm lowers back. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm lowers back. Inhale up. Your spine remains in neutral as you do this. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Inhale up. Keeping the arms up. We're going to bring both knees up. So check. If this feels like it's too much pressure on your belly already, just stay with 1 foot down. Okay? Otherwise, 2 knees up. We're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to dip the right toes down, keeping the right angle in your leg. So you're not straightening the leg. You're not bending at the knee. You're shifting from the hip. So exhale, right arm lowers, right toes tap down, inhale up. Exhale, left toes. So left hip extends as you lower the left arm down. Inhale up. As soon as you feel like, so you should feel like the stomach is working. As soon as you feel like your stomach is overworking, so that there's quite a lot of doming happening in your belly, you've gone a bit too far with the movement in your legs. So keep it little. So you can do something like this, or you can go all the way down. So it depends how long ago you've had a baby, how much exercise you've done since, and all sorts of other things to do with your body before birth, during birth, and after birth. So just listen to yourself. You want this to be challenging, but you don't want it to be overworking your stomach. So exhale left and tap left and up and right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. And as you, if you can see, hopefully my whole torso is super still. So everything is still apart from the shoulder joint and the hip joint on the side that's working. And you're breathing. Last one. Then hugging the knees into the chest and gently rolling from side to side. And then grabbing hold of your knees and then just massaging. So drawing big circles so you can massage your whole lower back into the mat one way and the other way. And then from here, popping your feet back down onto the mat. Whoop. Finding your neutral spine position again, taking a breath in. And as you exhale, sinking your lower back into the mat. And now squeezing your glutes to bring the spine up into a ski slope position. So this is a Pilates bridge, not a yoga bridge. And then you're going to take a breath in here. And as you exhale, think about sending the knees towards the toes. So something that might happen commonly is that as you exhale, your head just travels up, but you kind of want your spine to go back down exactly where it was. So exhale, as you draw the knees down towards the toes, you're going to place the spine down, back down, one vertebra at a time, back to neutral. And again, inhale, exhale, sinking your lower back into the mat, squeezing the glutes to bring the spine up. Then inhaling at the top, exhaling to place the spine back down, one vertebra at a time. Let's do this one more time, breathing in. Exhale, using your stomach muscles to sink that lower back into the mat. And now squeezing the glutes to bring the spine up. And then we're going to do hip dips. So nothing moves apart from your dips lowering down and then coming back up. So you're going to, in fact, arms by your sides, palms up. So your shoulders are nice and open. We're going to inhale, lowering the hips down. Exhale, squeezing the glutes to bring them back up. Inhale down, exhale 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 up. One more time. Inhale down, exhale up. Staying up. Inhaling here. Exhaling to bring the spine down. One vertebra at a time. And then knees to chest again. Gentle rolls. And then let's go into just a little stretching final series. So feet mat distance apart. So they'll be way wider than the hips. Arms are out either into a T shape or out straight out into a cross, and we're just going to gently move the knees from one side to the other. So windmilling the knees from one side to the other. And now keeping both knees over towards the right, looking towards the left if it feels okay on the neck. And if you want a little bit more, placing your right foot just above that left knee. If this falls on the knee, just come back to the starting position. And breathing. So really always thinking about the breath, coming back to that lateral thoracic breathing, so the 360 breath. So as you inhale, feeling the ribcage expand, relaxing your muscles. Exhale, drawing up through the pelvic floor, drawing the belly back to protect your back. And then let's switch sides. So let's do a couple of little windmill motions with the knees. And then stopping on the left side next time you're there. Keeping your gaze on the right. Sweetie. And then bringing potentially your left foot above the right knee if you want a little bit more. And breathing. And then bringing both knees up, coming to lie on your right side. And then coming on to all fours. I'm just going to do a full 360. So I'm facing my baby again. And here we'll do, let's do some hip circles. So I like to do them with my hands slightly ahead of my shoulders. So I've just got a bit more range of motion, circling the hips one way. Yeah. You're really getting into the hip. And the other way. Ooh. And then bringing your right hand between your feet, Tucking your left toes under, coming up into a high lunge, squeezing the glutes here, keeping both hips square to the mat, and we're just going to shift our weight forward and back a few times. Keeping your torso nice and long. And then bringing the back leg in about a foot, so you can start to straighten your front leg. And here you might need blocks on either side, or you can bring your back leg in. So we're just looking for a nice long back, and you're just gonna fold. So you're gonna fold forward and then relax in your forward fold. So keep sending both hips back, both sitting bones back, and breathing. Yeah, I know. This is a good one, isn't it? Bringing both feet together, giving the legs a little wriggle, and this time we're going to step the right foot back so that you're in a high lunge in this position. I'm resting on my knuckles. You might need to rest on some blocks, or your hands might be flat on the mat. And then again, drawing your shoulders back, neck is long, squeezing those glutes and shifting your weight forward and back a few times. Yeah, I know. Lupo didn't know this was going to happen, by the way, so I'd say he's doing pretty good. Yeah. And then bringing your back foot in so that you can straighten your front leg, and then just adjust your stretch so that you're starting from a nice long back position. Both sitting bones are even, so you might need to send your front sitting bone back, and then relaxing over that forward fold. Breathing here. Bringing the back leg to meet the front one, coming back to your forward fold. Wriggling your legs a little bit more. Taking a big breath in here. And then as you exhale, drawing up through the pelvic floor muscles, lifting the belly up towards the spine as you gently roll the spine up, keeping the knees soft. Rolling the shoulders back at the top. Then we're going to inhale, reaching up. And exhale, gently bending towards the left. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, gently bending towards the right. Inhale up. Exhale towards the left. And inhale up. Exhale towards the right. Inhale up. Taking the feet a little bit wider, knees soft. And exhale, swishing forwards. And then again, inhale up. Exhale, swish. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, swish. And inhale up. And circling the wrists all the way back down. Giving everything a little shake. And there we are. That's the end of this little core focused stretchy session. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'd love some feedback. Thanks very much.